about it. But the first time that, before Cindy and I knew anything about Hayden, we knew Lauren was kind of semi-seeing a guy, and we didn't know how serious they were. And Lauren came home, and we were asking her questions. I said, well, tell me a little bit about him. She starts talking. I said, well, what does he do? And she says, he's a musician. And I thought to myself, well, that's every guy's dream, to have their daughter date a musician. But after you guys heard him tonight, what a talented young man. Lauren was not the easiest child to deal with growing up. It wasn't her fault. She was sick. She had colic real bad. I mean, she wasn't bad sick, but she couldn't sleep at all. And Cindy was teaching school, 4th grade at Agra, and so after her maternity leave was over, she would literally go to school and work all day and come home and not go to sleep all night. And of course, I was out recruiting, getting at least 8 to 10 good hours of rest every night. And I remember coming home after one recruiting trip, and she met me at the door, and she just gave me Lauren. She's yours, and I'll never feel the same way about you again as long as I live. And I think that held true for 4 or 5 years, because Lauren slept in our bed every night for the first 4 or 5 years in her life. And so basically, Tyler's a miracle child. The Self family could have been the poster child for abstinence during that period of time, I think. It just seems not that long ago. We're at Oral Roberts, and we're just trying to make our way and having a great time. And Lauren's a baby, and she loved all the Disney films and pictures, and of course she couldn't pronounce them, Zippy Doo-Dah and Bear Cessities and everything. But the favorite video of ours was obviously Beauty and the Beast. Maybe she thought I was a beast, I don't know, but I bet we watched that 30 or 50 times, and a lot of times she would leave, and heck, I just stayed to finish it. I thought it was one of the best flicks ever, but she used to get so excited. Cindy would tell me when Lion King came out, and she would put on her skirt and her boots and wait for me to come home. And that one song, Hakuna Matata, and we would dance to that all night. And it was such a special time, and it certainly seems like, yesterday. And obviously it's not, but she got older, and Hayden, you're not the first man in her life. I mean, you're the first serious man in her life. She had an issue at school at recess. Her teacher called Cindy and I and said, hey, your daughter's really bothering the boys at recess. And well, what's she doing? Well, she chases them. And so I have a talk with Lauren, and I say, hey, Lauren, what's going on at school? Nothing. Everything's good, Dad. And I said, well, what do you do at recess? I chase the boys. And I asked her, and I said, what do you do when you catch them? I let them go so I can chase them some more. So that was true. One thing that's been really cool for our family is watching Lauren and Tyler obviously grow up together, but seeing how close that they become. I mean, they become best friends, and there's certainly not a brother out there that loves his sister anymore, or is more proud of his sister than Tyler is. And I know that Lauren feels the exact same way about T. They say it takes a village to raise a child. When you stop and think about it, Gene and Sharon and Chris and Kim and cousins and mom and dad and Shelly and the cousins, it's pretty amazing that we've had such great examples for our children. And certainly one that I think that means so much to Lauren, because she does understand how important family is. I said this last night, and I hadn't really thought about it as much till I kind of see firsthand how it works. But Young Life changed my daughter's life, without question. It's an unbelievable organization, and it got her on the right track and being around great girlfriends and everything else. But it's so cool, and it brings so much joy to a parent's heart when you know that their daughter is impacting lives in the same way in which hers were impacted. And I think it's so cool that Hayden and Lauren have a strong foundation, their relationships based on faith, and they're using basically their own individual ministry to minister to so many. And that's the first time I can brag about my son-in-law, but he's really good. He's really good, and he's so talented, and he does it in a very humble way, and which I think is very endearing to so many. And I agree with Rosie and Maggie. I don't know if it's in her blood or not, but she is a coach. And Hayden, you're going to find out she's going to tell you what to do all the time too. Because usually she says good things, and so I'd like to. If I say one other thing, her mother and I are so proud of the woman she's become. It just went by too fast. So if we could raise our glass to Hayden Lauren, may the most you wish for in life together be the least you get. Thank you.